It's time to kick ass and chew bubble gum, and I'm all out of gum.
Respect my authority!
Hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. How is everybody doing? What's up, Mr. Peace and Jokey? Dab. Title could be more perfect. Why, thank you very much. It brings me a great source of joy that the background rewards are finally here, and we do not have to suffer through all the questions anymore. Additionally, again, my personal recommendation is do not claim this pack for several weeks. I will definitely keep it in my back pocket and claim it basically as late as possible to be able to use these reshuffle signets and stuff like that as late as possible. That being said, oops, I completely forgot to. Haha, I was using my torch before. Thekiryu for Nimrod or Meg Sentinel. I would personally give it to Nimrod. That's just my opinion. Alright, I'm just gonna quickly... Oh, crap. Why can't I autoplay this? Why can't I autoplay this? Hey, what's up, Super? How are you doing, man? Welcome, welcome. I just wanted to quickly autoplay something. But these folks will not let me, because I just want to dump the energy from Mystic Nexus. Isolate fields, no thank you. Autoplay this? Yeah, sure, I suppose. Something. Swayky. Hitchhack, how are you doing? Fuck lies. Kur tu patreiz dzīvo? Starp citu. It's nevainīgs jautājums. Going for a Mystic, Nexus for Tiger and Hood, but got new Rintra and got 6-star Starkane Epoch. Nice, congratulations, Mist. Congratulations. Thekiryu accidentally leaked the Christmas unit offers. I did not see that. What is in Christmas unit offers? Can you let me know? I will gladly cover that as a video tomorrow morning. So, where did they leak them? How did they leak them? Can you guide me to where I can find them? All very important questions that you absolutely must answer immediately or you will be spanked. Well, not spanked, but smacked. Tell me now. Or else everybody's gonna get it. Because of you, everybody's gonna get it. 50% bonus units. That's what the banner said. Interesting. Is that it, though? Is that it? No shards? No shardies involved? Okay, so let's get some points here. Enemy, 1 unit. Yeah, no, the Christmas units is kind of like extra what you get. Yep, that's it. Ugh. That's not too cool. Not too... I mean, like, 50% bonus units is better than... I'd say unnecessary cow crystals, but then again, they're giving us unnecessary cow crystals anyways. What's up, Jason? How are you doing? So, I have decided that everybody is still going to get it anyway. What's up, Solid Snake? How are you doing? Okay, let's just nuke down this. Haha. Oh, I claimed the free gift Kabam sent. That's a stupid thing to do. Because your reshuffle signets are going to expire. And before you even reach Gladiator Circuit or something like that. Larry? What's wrong with Larry? What's wrong there? I don't understand how I didn't get the BG Alliance rewards. Score. I mean, you need to be in Alliance for 14 days, I think, in order to qualify for Alliance rewards. I don't know. Something like that. Time to reshuffle signets and gold too. Absolutely. Drunk Pouring Weapon X worth it for BGs? Possibly. I'm not in a rush to do that though. Because Weapon X is one of those champions where, you know, if opponent has a good counter, rank 3 or rank 4 doesn't matter. He's gonna get nuked down in seconds. And if they don't have a good counter, rank 3 or rank 4 doesn't matter either, because he's gonna, you know, survive or kill them. So I don't know. I'm definitely not gonna be in a rush to rank him up. Still not totally out of danger. There's still, I mean, I know. I mean, there's always a level of danger. Gore's gonna be viable attacker. Gore was viable attack. Gore is viable attacker in Battlegrounds right now.
Look!
So yes, I do.
Look! What the fuck is this?
What's up, Jack? How are you doing? Hope you are well. Hope life's treating you well. Glad to see you in the stream yet again. RBG coming. Don't want to lose habit of answering that question. I don't know. I have no idea about that. How about that? Yeah, I don't find Weapon X is one of those champions that works great in mid to lower tiers, and higher tiers he's not as bad. Like Weapon X, even at a rank 1, like, you know, somewhere in victory track, is gonna pose massive amounts of problems. I wish I got $1 every time somebody asked. I would have gotten a lot of dollars. I would have gotten a lot of dollars from that question. Just got Gallon finally, but I don't know. I'm not seeing my alliance reward when I contribute. You should soon enough, hopefully. You know, just wait a bit. As long as you have been in your alliance for long enough, you should be in there. I'm doing the laundry basket. She's mad at me because I just stood there and watched it all unfold. Ah, boo. That's bad. That's a boo. Got a Juggy dude finally. Noise. Sig 40 is better. Past Sig 40, he basically doesn't scale. Sig 20 is fine. There's nothing wrong with it, but I do think it's kind of worth giving him those couple of, you know, 6 stones to get him to 40. Kang is a joke, by the way. Just saying. Kang 1000% absolutely is a joke. Oh, by the way, I do have a 6-star Kang now as well. Got it yesterday from one random... Oh, come on, really? Really? But yeah, I got it yesterday from a random Banker Crystal. How's the Banker Run gone for you? I'm absolutely not going for rank. Can't afford to go for rank. Even if I could afford it right now, I wouldn't, because what's the best way to put it? You can see that there is a secret fund that I have started that has all $14 in it. But the point is that I'm gonna need quite a bit of money, and any and all help I can possibly get in very near future. And this is just one of those situations where, you know, best case scenario, I'm gonna need a lot of money anyways. And worst case scenario, I'm gonna need even more money. So I kind of need to save as much as I can and, you know, try and be as careful as I can. I'll probably cave a bit, and likely will end up like, you know, grabbing a bundle from the Christmas offers or two. But, no major spending there, and definitely nowhere near enough spending to try and go for rank rewards. That is, unless I do have a very generous benefactor who doesn't mind, I don't know, sliding in a couple of grand in my back pocket, which I'd still much rather keep. For live stuff. Recently my 6-star Ghost Rider up to rank 4. Fair enough. Yeah, as long as it works out for you, you know. Yeah, in the solo video, don't mind that. Well, congratulations, Q. I placed 1983, I think, in the solo event. I really did not care for the Awakening Gem, so I didn't even use most of my Elder's Marks. I still have like nearly 4k or 3.5k Elder's Marks ready to go. What's on the weekend? I do quite like him. I wish he wasn't as squishy as he was, but I do quite like him. No, you can last
Take
one.
my money.
Secret
Jack
fund
has
support.
$25.
Well,
Secret
thank you.
fund support.
Well, thank you very much, Jack Attack. Question for Miles. Would you generic into AA or Herc? AA. For Balgnon, specifically AA. For rest of the game, Herc. Specifically for Balgnons, I do AA though. Okay, so we're gonna update the secret fund to $39 now. Thank you very much there, Jack Attack. Thank you. Very generous. Can't quite fill you in what it's all about yet, but soon enough. Soon enough. Congrats on getting Daddy Kang. Thank you. What's up, Adil? How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Don't want to start debate again, but send you a bit line about Canadian suicide if you're interested. Aren't evil. Like, I'm gonna read up on it, and I mean, like, I have read up on it plenty as well. I'm sure I'm gonna take a look at whatever you sent over to line also, but I still disagree with it. And the fact that it's been like over 10,000 people already, like in 2021, I believe it was over 10,000 people who received it. And, you know, I'm sure that majority of the cases you can make a reasonable argument for it, but it's still something I would never want any government involved in that type of manner. But, you know, I can take a look at it, but trust me, I have looked into it before already plenty, and whilst, you know, yeah, I'm just gonna leave it there because I don't want to get frustrated, because it is something that I generally disagree with. And again, I'm not like absolutist and things like that. I do think that there's viable case to be made for, you know, exceptions, and there is nuance in the conversation, but I don't think it's gonna change my mind at all. I decided which nexus I want. Well, toss a coin if you can't decide. Toss a coin, super. Ready for you know, the cool thing about tossing a coin is when you see the result, you will immediately know how you feel about it. Because and then, you know, you don't even need to abide by the result of the coin. It's a thought experiment and like a theory. I forgot which person came up with it. But the basic theory there goes, if there is a hard decision that you can't decide on, you can toss a coin, you know, and based on the result, you will either feel good or bad about it. And that will tell you how you really feel. How many points you got for solo banquet event? I didn't even know. Do you have a guide? I do. Most desired champ at the moment. Unless you already have all this. My most desired champion at the moment is probably Spot. Yeah. Generic to AA or Tigra. How well do you play Tigra? I mean, AA is kind of like the safer bet there. Both are. There is no wrong choice there, I'd say. They're only 100,015 points into a win. My lines is lacking. A little sad. Sorry to hear that, Jackson. Got rank 319 solo event. Nice. Congratulations, Hitch. Celestial 6. Not bad at all. I only ended up in Celestial 5 as well myself. This was like my weakest season thus far. But again, that end of the season, I kind of screwed myself over in the sense that I should have pushed earlier. I just didn't have time to do it. And in the end, it was impossible to do. So it's kind of my own fault, but obviously just got absolutely shafted by the modders and stuff. I'd rather help your fund than the whale banquet event. Well, thank you, Jack. Thanks. I appreciate that. If anybody else feels similar, like Jack, then Streamlabs is by far the best way how you can support me and the channel. And trust me, I don't say it just because it's the nice or the right thing to say. I truly do appreciate all the love and support that I'm receiving from you guys. It definitely motivates me and helps me going, and is exactly what my life needs right now, because I can use as much encouragement as possible, because without sounding or being too overly dramatic, unfortunately I'm going through some problems right now, and you know, there's just no way around it. struggling to keep myself together, and this is one of the things that keeps me together. If I wasn't doing this, if I didn't have like a schedule, I would be in a much darker place right now. But hey, thank you very much, Zach, for $2. And Wolvie, you too. Was in a shoe shop and was almost eaten by a croc. I can believe that. I can believe that. You should always be careful of crocs. They are sneaky and they can destroy your soul. In fact, whenever you do catch yourself wearing crocs, you already have lost the battle. So something is ridiculous. Can't believe my country is doing that. Well, there you go. Only so far about the Greater Bangkok Crystals. Because me and my grinder pulled 6-star tunnels. Well, congratulations, Dragon Man. Congratulations. It's awesome. 320k solo BG points.
Shut up and take my money.
I have no idea about to win. Sorry, I do not know.
Hashtag lost sold £2. Was in a shoe shop and was almost eaten by a croc.
Also, undupe both Domino or Bishop rank 4. I would go with Bishop. Because undupe Domino is borderline worthless in Battlegrounds as a defender. Bishop is borderline the same as, you know, low sig dupe Bishop. So, I'd go with Bishop there. Bishop needs a dupe a lot less than Domino does. And see you later, Executioner. Cosmic 6-star Nexus. I got it. Oh. Had to oh, that's sorry. That sucks, William. I'm sorry to hear that. Penny, rank 3 and Duke for BG? Yeah, sure. That's a good rank up. Yes. What's up, Neen? How you doing? We got my go-to MCOC YouTube channel. Is there a relic you recommend using on Null? I don't think Null has a great relic. He would be quite good with that bleed relic. I mean, it depends on which level, how many sockets that relic has. Because Null can kind of benefit from that bleed relic, where you just get your bleed to be more potent, period. But that's only like a 5-star Venom relic. In general, I don't think there is a good relic for Null, because all the cosmic relics are themed for buffs, and Null doesn't have buffs. So you can give him any relic just for the sake of having a striker. But Null is not a good recipient of any relics in the game at the moment. I'm sure that there will be some in the future, but at the moment there is just nothing really for Null. Null could really benefit from a couple of relics that can't be equipped to him. But yeah, at the moment there's just nothing for him. Oh, thank you very much, Maverick. You said Croc. No, you did not misheard me. And dupe 6-star. Yeah, Odin's dupe is not necessary. You can rank up Odin as he is pretty much at any point. BG solo rewards is paying out the wrong rewards. Kabam as usual. Are they? Oh, I actually need to check that then. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. Where are the BG Season 3 announcement with the rewards update? Did I get the right rewards? Did I get the right rewards? Season 4 change log. Polygon Season 3 change log. Let's take a look. Celestial fire. Yeah, I got correct. I got everything fine, I think. Maybe. I think I did. But I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised that they're sending out wrong rewards. What's up, NA? We'll be back in a bit after some food. Alright. Actually, funny thing, when I feel crappy, I often forget to eat, or just can't be bothered to eat. And yeah, today was one of those days where I realized at 6 PM that I hadn't had virtually any food, so I quickly jammed down some bananas and stuff, just to, you know, have some energy and nutrition. But it's an odd quirk. I don't know if you can call it a quirk. It's just one of those things that I have noticed about myself. When I'm not feeling my best, yeah, I just can't be bothered. But yeah, I think they got right rewards for me, but I'm absolutely not surprised that they're sending out wrong rewards. For 36 with 3 tokens, well, that's good. That is good. Yeah, battlegrounds definitely have very good rewards.
Titans $2.22. Over 100 of you watching, which means you like it. Show earthing support smile.
Yeah, if you could tap that, like we had this morning situation where I put a random poll with completely meaningless question, and that poll had 138 votes in about half an hour. At the same time, stream was sitting on 37 likes. That did kind of piss me off a bit. I'm not gonna lie. So, if you're here, please do hit that like button. I'd greatly appreciate that. Where you end up placing your BGs? I didn't end up placing anywhere super high. I was like 26th. Because yeah, I was trying to push at the end and it was just impossible. I did, you know, screw it up myself, obviously. I should have pushed earlier. I was just being like super busy with the coaching sessions and stuff like that. So it didn't really work out for me. Yeah, I specifically made a point of those shuffle signets in my video. And like, I'm not gonna claim that Kabam's reward thingy, you know, till the very, very end, basically. Because, yeah, otherwise they're just gonna expire very quickly. And gonna go in your overflow. So I'm not claiming that. Generic Awakening Gem I can use in Domino and upgrade to rank 4, mainly focusing BG. Yeah, go for it then. I think it's worth it. Domino is one of the most important defenders in Battlegrounds at the moment. 1.5 million scrap from the Banquet Crystals. Need to do a lot of rank ups, so I don't mind. Fair enough. If you don't mind, you don't mind. Do a lot of Black Panther, Relic, and Falcon. Does make a difference. Yeah, that could... Yeah, that makes sense. What's up, NA? The opposite, when I feel bad, I eat more. Yeah, some people are like that. I'm quite happy that I am like that, though. Because I'd rather, you know, skip a meal than eat too much and then struggle getting off the weight and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So I don't know, duped Sassy transport. Duped Sassy, I think. I'd go to Sasquatch. Finally duped Gotti. Nice, congratulations. Already like before the stream started? Well, thank you. Thinking of ranking up Red Hulk to rank 4. He's really nice Rintra killer. Yeah, he's quite alright against Rintra. He, in general, is, I think, underrated champion at this point in the game. Because he does have quite solid damage output. He doesn't have any buffs or debuffs that he rely on, which is quite unique for a science champion. Not to mention, he is going to be extremely good for week 3 in Hazard Shift Incinerate meta. Didn't catch any of your vids today. Disappointed in you. Unduped, yeah, unduped Penny is still worth ranking up for BGs, absolutely. No questions asked. Rang it up, watching a video as I claimed it, and I was like, well, fuck. I did try to get out that video out as quickly as I could, though. I did try to get, because, yeah, because you can only hold 7 of those. So even if you didn't have any, 3 will go in overflow. And then, you know, thanks, Spider-Man. Mojo. I did something similar today. Hedge, by the way. I did something similar. Who wants to know what I did today? I actually did it just before the stream. I did it just before the stream. Actually, hold these into rank up. Ice no bridges. Holy milkiness.
$2. What do you mean a meaningless poll? My name was on stake.
Okay, it wasn't meaningless. It was extremely important. It was extremely important, Paul. Thank you. If I was giving 6 stars away, yeah. Only hold 5 signets, maybe? Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. I think it's because you don't have that. I can check it now for you. So we have like other. I think the signets are here. Do I have any? Yeah, I can hold 7. And I have 4 already. Would only be good for BG deck for anything. Yeah, he is good in specific metas. Like, he was good for Rich Get Richer meta. He is decent for a handful of other metas. He can be a very good penny counter and work for a handful of other fights. He's not a champion that I would add in my deck in every meta. He is a champion that I add to my deck in some of the metas, if that makes sense. But yeah, what did I do? Haven't gotten BG rewards yet? Is that normal? Yeah, because they do come out in waves. Just wait a bit. What's up, Manny? Right, so what I did is I spent 199 signature stones. And I did that as well as a generic gem. So now I have only 6 generic gems left. Keep that in mind. I have only 6 generic gems left. Oh, by the way, I needed to add some money, I think. After that, I need to add 422. Yes. This, I cannot ignore this. So it's going to be 47. I'm just going to round it up to 47. Yeah, we're just going to give it 47. Here we go. I did take my Skull Witch 6200. He was unawakened, so I gave her a generic gem. And I took her to 6200. Mainly because I think she could also be good for the final Battlegrounds meta. Potentially. Power Shield, Flux Dispersal, I think she could work out. So it's worth a shot. And I'm hoping to get Quicksilver. But yeah, I only have 6 generics left now. I feel quite poor with gems now. What's up, Zero? How are you doing? Hercules will be good for next BG season. Yeah, it's always good. I mean, actually, no, he won't be. I don't think he's going to be the greatest for electric defense. I don't think he's going to be the greatest for polka dot power and stunning reflection. I mean, like, maybe he can be okay there. He's definitely not going to work well for hazard shift, incinerate, poison. For week 4 though, I mean, week 4 is the one that matters, and I do think he's going to work well for week 4. So, you know, it's going to be fine. Weekend cutoff? I have no clue, sorry. I have no clue about arena cutoffs these days. I have long abandoned arena grinds in general. Week 4 is nuke meta? Yes. Which I'm not super happy about, but at least it will have a bit of flair. Logistical question, I'm close to Thronebreaker. I'm going to start digging into Act 7. Okay. So afterwards, another 5-star still worth rank ups. It depends how big your account is. But I wouldn't focus on it. I wouldn't focus on 5 stars much at all, given how freely 6 stars are becoming available and stuff like that. And what's the best way to put it? Story content really isn't like it used to be, in a sense of level of difficulty. So I don't think for mid-tier and lower end tier and stuff like that accounts, I don't think it's worth taking up any champion specifically for story content, because it's just not that hard. And I think you should be ranking up for everything else in game, and whatever champions you do end up ranking, you know, are gonna end up being good enough for story content. Hey KD, read my last 2 messages. Alright, Big Tasty, I will do my best. You consider putting a generic into Domino? No, I don't think it's a stupid decision at all. I would consider it, yes. In fact, I can honestly 1000% say I would do it at this point for Battlegrounds. If you care about Battlegrounds, I would 1000% do it. Because I do think that ultimately Domino is one of the, if not the most dangerous Battlegrounds defender, with plenty of offensive capability too. I got Kitty Pride yesterday, Hercules, rank 3 Hercules, and then I put an Awakening Gem into him. Gonna for him this week. I have everything but the gold, so duped that. I haven't got Valkyrie, which that sucks. Okay, so I read that. Is there anything else that I need to know? But hey, congratulations on your Hercules. That's awesome. That's perfect. And I'm sure you can get your gold as well. Get 6-star Luke Cage and Groot. I want to quit. Don't quit for that. This game, here's what you need to know about this game. You're gonna get a lot of shitty pulls. And statistically speaking, the more champions you have, the more shitty openings you're gonna have. So the explanation there is very simple. So imagine there are 230 champions in game. Let's, you know, narrow it down to 200 for the sake of argument. And you're a brand new player, and let's say you want 100 of those champions that you would be happy with. 100 champions, you know, opening your first 6-star crystal. You would be happy with 100 champions, and you would not be happy pulling 100, you know, the other champions. That means you basically have a 50-50 chance to get something that you want, right? But then you keep playing and you already, let's say, get, I don't know, 86 stars. Statistically speaking, you have 46 stars that you're happy with and 46 stars that you're unhappy with. But at the same time, because you already have 46 stars that you are happy with, out of the initial amount that you would have been happy pulling, you know, there's 40 less of that. That means that right now, you would be happy pulling one of specific 60 champions, and you would not be happy pulling one of the specific 140 champions, because there are the original 100 champions that you didn't want in the first place, and there are also 40 champions that you already have, and therefore you don't want / need or would not be happy getting, you know, a couple of extra SIGs on some of those. You know what I mean? So it means where initially you had a 50-50 shot of getting something that would satisfy you and bring you joy. Once you have played for a while, you have, you know, significantly worse chance. It's under 30. You have about 27% chance, 28% chance there to get something that you want. And then imagine, you know, you get more and more champions, and there are less and less pulls that would make you happy. Like in my case, at the moment, I can pull 2 champions that I really want in a basic crystal pull, and there's about another 2 champions that I would be quite happy with. So out of 200 champions in the basic crystals, there are 4 potentially, you know, good, successful outcomes for me. So I just don't open them, because I know that, you know, no matter what pops up, it's pretty much going to be trash, you know, vast majority of the time. So that's why I focus on the feature crystals and stuff like that. But in general, you know, that is something that everybody playing this game needs to accept. The longer you play it, the more crappy openings you're going to have. As it should be, because there's less that you are after. What did JJ do today? How is she a naughty fucker? Or who is the naughty fucker here? And how are you doing, JJ? How are all of you doing? But yeah, you're gonna get less and less. So I know that's a very good pep talk here. Did you complete 8.2 beta? No, I didn't. I did not. 7 stars on the horizon. Is prestige worth focusing on? Yeah, of course it. Prestige is always worth keeping in mind. Especially right now, because it costs you least to get your prestige in order. Is Captain Marvel movie rank 3 worth if you have already? Potentially, if you like her, she is. Here's the thing, any champion can be rank 3 worth, or almost any champion can be worth rank 3 if you know what you're going to use that champion for, and why do you want to rank them up. If Captain Malamuvi is a champion that you just personally happen to enjoy playing and would actually use, then yeah, absolutely, 1000%. If you just want to rank her up just because you want to rank something up, then no. I would say no, because she's not necessarily needed for any piece of content, and, you know, there are, you know, better and more kind of like useful options. But if you know what you want to do with her, and if you enjoy using her, then yes, she is. Some people underrate Massacre still? Absolutely. Just like you misspell his name. Okay. Generic on Ghost or AA? I would prioritize AA, I think, personally. Need to open some 6 stars. That's basically a good roster. Need to focus less on 5 stars? Yeah, exactly. You need to focus more on 6 stars. Massacre is an animal? Massacre is an animal, yes. Completely agree. Best counters for Cab. Best counters for Cab JJ boss? I don't even remember what I used. I just nuked her with something random. I think Shang-Chi. And I don't remember. I genuinely don't remember what I used against. 176 stars, but somehow still don't have Nimron Campaign Ninja. It's not somehow, it's Kabam RNG. Wasp, Dupe, Spider 2019, Ojo Devil. Spider 99 is 5-star rank 4. Not a huge fan of him, but I know he can be good. Yeah, Spidey 99 is quite acquired taste. I'm personally not the biggest fan either. But he's a good champion. I got crucified when I didn't include him in my science top 10. What's up, Logic? How are you doing? Iron Pat after Troll. Oh, sorry to hear, Soham. Trying for Gallon, got Miles the next 23. Oh, Miles is kind of cool though. Got Gallon today. Nice. Congratulations, JJ. Can we just stop and appreciate JJ with the perfect clip for JJ?
Do you know the Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man.
Yes, I know the Muffin Man. Who lives on Drury Lane?
Well, she's married to the Muffin Man.
The Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man!
She's married to the Muffin Man.
Well, then get your
Or that was wrong clip. There you go. Let's go King Groot. Nice. Can't seem to pull Gallon. I can't seem to pull Quicksilver. I still have not. Yeah, I am waiting for 27th too. I do not have Quicksilver. What's up, Judas Priest? How are you doing? Only some peace and quiet around here. Why? What's happening? What are you talking about, K-Dog? What are you talking about, K-Dog? Corvus for a week. I don't think Corvus is going to be that great, to be honest. We'll see. Yeah, KD has more rank 4s now than I have rank 3s and rank 2s combined. Wow. It didn't just magically happen. Generic on AA or Fury? Ah, that's a good question. I still think I'd go with AA first. Maybe Fury? Probably AA though. I think I'd go to AA. Allow my 6-star Joe Fixit. I believe you. Joe Fixit's awesome. I like my 6-star Joe Fixit a lot too. We're not quite with the L word yet, but I'm definitely quite fond of him, if that counts. 21-28 here in Ukraine. How electricity? Oh, well, I'm glad you have electricity then. I hope you have been doing well. I hope you're not freezing, and I hope you're safe. About 56 tons, is it better to put them I'd give... I mean, if you plan on taking thing to SIG 200, I'd do it, yeah. Better no champs. Do you think he can be one of the better no champs in science class for BGs? But I mainly use him for them. No, he's not. Spidey 2099 is not one of the better no champs in science class at all. Not even close. Not even close. He's slower than all the other typical science champions, pretty much. Slower than Negative, he's slower than Scorpion, he's slower than Titania, who's also buff immune and stuff like that. He's absolutely 1000,000,000% not what I would classify as a noob champion. Okay. Yeah, rank 4 Gallon is a good choice, yes. Gallon in the ideally, yes. Here's the thing, in most fights, Gallon dupe doesn't matter. But then in some fights it matters a whole lot. Like that speed you will be able to nuke down a Penny Parker, for instance. It's completely different with duped and unduped. Should we go latest? Alright, see you later, Mr. P. Only have 5 rank 4. Should I give Cersei the rank 4 for BG or should I wait for Hulkling Roland? I'm never a big fan of waiting for specific things. So, you know, I'd probably just end up taking something up anyways. And then when you're going to get Hulkling or Gallon, just rank them up next. Because here's the thing that people don't realize. Every consecutive rank 4 that you will earn, on average, is going to be quicker and quicker and quicker and quicker. You know, look at me, for instance. And I know that, you know, I'm like in that super sweaty tryhard group, but it took you months and months and months to get your first rank 4. Then it took shorter amount of time to get your second, and then you know, first 10, you know, you started getting them somewhat faster. And at this point, you know, I have probably taken up like what, 7, 8 rank 4s in the last 2 months. You know, you just get them quicker and quicker and quicker, and so will you if you keep playing, because those materials become easier and easier to access. So work with what you have, rank them up. Like, I don't think I have pretty much ever held on to multiples of rank 4 rank ups. When I get Catalyst to rank up something, I rank up something. Even right now, for instance, I am somewhat confident that I will get Quicksilver in about 5 days, you know? I'm quite sure. I do have 6 Abyss Nexuses, you know, if I don't get Quicksilver from that, then I'm going to be raging very hard. So I'm quite confident that I'm going to have the Quicksilver, and I 1000% know that I will rank for a Quicksilver, if for nothing else than Prestige. I still spent, you know, my Catalyst today on something else, Because when I get Quicksilver, you know, I'm sure that the next rank opportunity is not going to be too far away. Does that make sense? I understand that I'm playing a completely different game, but it doesn't change the general trend that your next rank up is going to come quicker. And then the next one, and then the next one, and then the next one. Because you cannot necessarily see that at the moment as vividly with rank 4s, but you can definitely see that with rank 3s. How slowly you were getting your first, you know, rank 3 champions, and how easy it is to take a champion to rank 3 today. The same thing's happening with rank 4s, just obviously not as quickly, necessarily speaking. You know what I mean? Any chance we know when the BG rewards are coming? Oh, you. Oh.
Fuck off you fat useless sack of fucking Yankee danky doodle shite. Fuck off, will you please?
Can't pull Gallon? Well, I'm glad I did. But yeah, I can relate with not pulling Quicksilver in this sense. Yeah, Spidey 29 is definitely a nuke. I want to make my null? Go for it then. If you want to rank up your null, then yeah, give him a generic and all the 6 stones. I would. If you do want to, if you know that that's what you want to do, go for it, do it. Go and do it. Damn, I thought he was better than that. No, I feel like his specialty deserves any medium-sized champ. Nope. Not better than that. Will you still put Domino at the top of your BG defenders list and dupe? No, absolutely not. I wouldn't include her in my top, but BG Domino without her dupe is shit on defense. Not like the worst champion or anything, but she wouldn't be close to top list. Are you kidding me? Even a low sig Domino, like sig 20 Domino is quite, you know, whatever. If I see sig 20 Domino, I don't even take it that seriously. I'm like, I'm just gonna fucking use whatever for that. You know, I'm taking take some damage, but you know, you nuke her down. The sig ability is what makes it terrifying. Absolutely. And why would you? Undupe Domino is like, why? Then just random carry EQ boss dies in like 10 hits with the Gallant dupe. Yeah, I believe that. That makes sense. And for Gallant end of the month, go for it. What sig do you recommend for Kitty? 670. But 6 stones are much better used for Tiger. I would give all the 6 stones to Tiger before I even consider giving 6 stones to Kitty. Rank for Valk or Chi, which one do you enjoy more? Which one do you like more? Considering just spamming Tech Cosmic Dual Crystal? Good idea, or what do you mean just spamming? Oh, you mean, no, I don't think it's a good idea. I don't think it's a good idea. Thoughts on Black Hat as first rank 4? I already have some gameplay, by the way, but yeah, I think if you like Black Cat, go for it. I think if you, she's definitely a good champion. My Nimrod up to rank 4 today because I had a lot of... Oh, fair enough. Rank 4 isn't hard to get nowadays. Yeah, rank 4 isn't too hard to get nowadays if you play actively. 6 Abyss Nexus, man. Yeah, I have 9 that I'm saving total. I have 6 Science and 3 Tech ones. Oh yeah, OG Spidey is getting a buff? How do you know? How do you know that OG Spidey is getting a buff? I need all the info right now. How do you know that? Where is it posted? When Abyss Nexus could not pull intro one for Diablo? Ah, sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that. Oh, Titania and Iron Man Infamous. Okay, let's read this. I'll post this video tomorrow morning. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be recording a new one, but we can take a look at it. Saying Gordon Ramsay memes, of course. Of course, Gordon Ramsay is always here. Okay, so far we're happy with how Titania is. Landing her pyramid shield, only some Mystic Defenders alongside Still Alliance 1. We're glad to see that players how use her effectively in those matchups. But Mojo, additionally, we're seeing players do well with her aggressive playstyles and Malignant's metas. All in all, we're happy where Titania currently is in the battle. We won't be making any change to her kit. Iron Man Infamous got some specific mutant targets in his sights, and we're glad to see him taking out plenty of annoying bishops and apocalypses out of that defense. Iron Man Infamous was designed to hit harder than his missing counterpart in day-to-day matchup, while also featuring his own take on power control. In this case, we put an emphasis on his personal armor, which There on them. So we're happy. Is he hitting harder than regular Doom? But okay, leave him as is. We're still in the early stages, but we'll be working on a brand new kit for Spider-Man Classic to follow Hulk's. Alright, Classic Spidey buff. We can work with that. We can work with that. I'll make a video on that tomorrow morning. But that's kind of cool. I like it. Come back from... What day does Quicksilver hit the basic? 27, so in 5 days. 5 days, Quicksilver's in basics. Eddie gets a new rank for machine every meal at this point. Oh, what do you get for tea? Okay, I need to catch up on chat. Jesus Christ, Eddie, a challenge. Need a friendly BG. There are no BGs at the moment. But sure, sure, we can have a friendly when they come back. Thought about making another best ranking. Yeah, maybe. Remind me that in February, because at the moment, or sorry, January, because at the moment I have too many ranking stuff coming out already. 7 rank 3, 13 of them are unduped. The highest the guy has. You know, but still, it's becoming easier to rank 3 something, isn't it? Struggling to motivate myself. Is this an arena? It's trying to be an arena. Trying to. Solar rewards are still late for many people in my alliance. Yeah, I have heard that they are slow with some people. Get Rhino. Oh, sorry to hear about that. Any thoughts on the Hercules rank 3 unduped? I mean, go for it. You get 6 tons an A or something else for rank 3. I would rank 3 Hercules and get him duped as soon as possible. Overall, all game was considered. I would work on it stat. Nimrod need high sig? Ideally, yes. Ideally on Nimrod 200. He doesn't have a sweet spot. The more the better. Parallels and dupe Domino still give some dudes problems. Yeah, maybe, but in general, anyways. Domino unduped. Kingpin 65. Kingpin is 65. Resource. Okay. Rank 3 Massacre 620 unduped. Or unduped Valkyrie for BGs. Massacre is better for BGs than Valk. Check forums, just did. So forum, there you go. Found that. Crazy how many champs are in the game that Abyss Nexus can be a complete miss sometimes. Yeah, Abyss Nexus can be a complete miss. Evidently. But I have 6 of them, so hopefully, you know, we'll be okay. Classic champs deserves a buff. I agree. This buff does make me happy too. I completely agree. OG Hulk buff? Yeah, OG Hulk buff is coming in March. So Spidey buff is going to be April, I believe. Diablo is good, yeah. But absolutely, he's not intro. Finally, Spidey buff. We don't have enough Spidey characters. Well, I'm just glad that they're buffing the OG one. I genuinely do like that. And I hope Hulk slaps too. Use Gem on Corvus and Mumu. Fair enough. Ultron's good 6 spot. 200. Ultron needs the more 6 the better. Buff still like 3 months away. Yeah. The next upcoming buffs. The first one in January is going to be Iron Man Infinity War, which is going to be completely meaningless. Then it's going to be like Gore and America Chavez in February. And then it's going to be... Oh no. Something like that. I might be... And then it's the OG Hulk in March. I might be missing a date for Gore. Gore might be in March too. I don't know. But yeah. Something like that. Work. You get 6-star Gallon from the featured. How's he unduped? He unduped. He's still very, very strong and very good. Reward for BGs. There is no way to see the leaderboard as far as I know. Taking out Quicksilver and BGs with new rank 3 Karnak in sub 1 minute. Definitely. Yeah, Karnak is definitely a solid champion. For sure. It will be an overhaul. And did I miss a buff announcement? Yes. Jaggy, then I'll be happy to wait. Okay. The Gore buff is going to be ridiculous. Yeah, that Gore buff is sweet. I like it a lot. It made him so much easier to play. And with him being easier to play, he just basically nukes everything with a single level 3. Duke Gallen, so he's next rank 4. Fair enough. Congratulations, Roller. Gore and Chavez in February, you think, since it was in beta? Yeah, I think it was like that. Something like that. Champion's a good BG trap defender? No. Champion's not particularly good BG defender. You have OG Spidey at rank 3? That's kind of cool. I need to check what's happening with my OG Spidey. Do I even have him awakened? I'm just upset that Iron Man Infinity War buff's just kind of shit. Seeing buffing OG heroes? Yeah, I agree with that, Ace. Got him before the buff? Yeah, got him before the buff is very strong, but after the buff he's just much easier to use. What's the if not 200 is solid for Mephisto? 200, 120, 140. The higher the better. Simple. Six and Gore or Gallon. I think Gallon get 660 and you're fine. And Gore, I don't know how his new Sig is going to scale. Because at the moment you wanted Gore 200. After the buff, I don't think 200 is going to be as needed, but we have no idea exactly how it's going to scale. Gore recall friendly champion? Absolutely not. Not in most settings. Please hit that like button. I agree. Hit all the good buttons. Hit that like button. Hit that, I don't know, share button. Hit that KT1 is awesome button. Hit that super chat button, super sticker button, Streamlabs link. All of that helps a lot. And besides, it's Christmas time. Why wouldn't you hit all those buttons? Undermine, yes. 20 seconds, Sig 20 pre-buff, 12 seconds at Sig 20 in beta. There you go. So, you know, I think you still probably want, you know, a bit higher. But Gallon, you can take 660 for now and leave him there, for, I would say. I don't think that Gallon is the best target for generic. It depends where you're at in the game. You know, it still might be the best choice to make, given, you know, the fact that you have most important champions already awakened. Like, I would give Gallon a generic. Right? Because I don't have that many worthwhile targets for gems, period, and I have plenty of generics and stuff like that. If I had to choose, you know, give generic to Archangel or Nick Fury or Hyperion or Hercules and stuff like that, or Kitty Pryde, I'd give it to any of those champions before I give it to Gallon. Like, I'd give it to Kingpin before I give it to Gallon, stuff like that. You know what I mean? I don't think it's the worst choice to give it to Gallon, but I do think that there are plenty of better options too. So it just depends, you know, how good your account already is, kind of. Do you have a rotation video for Gore? Yeah, I do. Check out the Gore buff video. I kind of go over some of the things there, basically. A strength for Guardian, Sig 200, Mr. Fantastic, Sig 200, Tiger, Sig 140 or Gallon. Any one of those work. Current rank 4s are Nimrod, Thing, Nick Fury, Doom, APOC, King Groot, and Hulkling. Number one priority is Battlegrounds. I would say Tigra. If your number one priority is Battlegrounds, probably Tigra, most likely. Tigra or Gallon. Think. No trade in store this year. You are absolutely correct. I don't think we're ever gonna get the trade in store back. At least there are no plans of bringing it back. For the gift of Paragon, I don't know, an Abyss Nexus, something like that. 5-star relic, maybe. Question: should I save the remaining half my large Domino's pizza for my dinner? Or eat it now? Save it. As a serious answer, overeating unfortunately has become the norm, to where many people, when they have lunch or dinner or a meal or something like that, or a pizza for instance, people don't stop eating when they feel full. People stop eating when they hate themselves and they can't stock in any more food, you know what I mean? So it is like a legitimate kind of problem actually these days, where yeah, people just don't stop eating when they're full and they keep on going. So I would say that, you know, given how much nutritional, you know, how much calories and how filling the pizza can be, it's probably fine. Save it up. We'll save some money and we'll save some inches off your waist. Thanks. Yeah, there you go. Very good, Parker. Sounding really like Captain Britain. Oof. Well, if you like it, you like it, you know. I bet it'll be some dumb relic stuff for Christmas. I hope it's not relic stuff, but I have a bad feeling it could be, yes. Would you rank up Icarus for BGs? No. I mean, maybe. I don't know what's the best way to put it. I do have Icarus Awakened now. and I have not ranked him. I currently have 104 rank 3s, 18 rank 4s, and Icarus is not one of these 122 champions, or in this case 153 champions. Icarus is one of the 67 champions that I have at rank 1. So, you know, if you like him, you like him. I quite like him. And I probably will take him to rank 3 at some point, but it's going to be more like for why not reasons. Because I'm slowly running out of champions to rank. I'm kind of starting to... I have already started to rank 2 random champions just for why not. Like I rank 2 the Jubilee, Unduped Silver Centurion, there's rank 2 Luke Cage. There is a rank 2 Dormammu now, and rank 2 Rogue, rank 2 Red Goblin. I did that very recently. Rank 2 Purgatory and Silver, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I do. I know that I finally need to rank. Here are my next 3 rank ups, unless something goes significantly up the wazoo. Tiger, Ghost, and Quicksilver. Those are my upcoming next 3 rank ups. Don't be Henry Cavill for Hyperion, Sentry, Captain Britain, Cavill for Hyperion. We want Henry Cavill for Hyperion, I think, because it's basically Superman. I ranked 40 kills the other day in GC, and detonation stripped 40% of my health. Well, then you should probably stop him from detonating. Silver for upcoming BG meta. We'll see if he's good enough. Rank for Starkey when? I don't know. I don't know. The Titania ideally does need and want to be duped, yes. She's better when duped. I mean, unduped, she can put in work too. You watched the new Avatar movie? I have not yet, no. I have not watched it. Let me choose my 7th rank for CGR, Gallant, Scorpion, Warlock, Duped, or Shang-Chi. Well, what do you need? What do you want to focus on? What do you need help with? What do you have already ranked up? All of those things matter. Because, you know, every single one of those champions is awesome. Their own way, alright? For some reason, I still feel hungry, don't feel full. Well, then have another slice. Yeah, I got 6 next 10k shots and pull Shang-Chi. Mr. Negative is my first success. Nice, congratulations, man. It's awesome. Awesome for you. Boom. Here we go. Sorry. Which lanes are good for testing out and practicing, Mr. Negative? What do you mean? Which lanes? Where? You mean in quest content? You can just, you know, bring him pretty much anywhere. I don't think there's a specific lane you have to use. Jubilee is going to be amazing for week 4. Do you think so? Do you really think so? I doubt Jubilee is going to make any kind of significant impact. I'll just put another meeting on my calendar when I'm trying to grind arena. Oh, poor you. Poor you. You should tell him exactly what kind of heartache he's causing for you. I'm putting Morningstar in BG deck. I think it can work, maybe? I haven't tested it out too much. I think it kind of depends on which meta we're talking about. Yeah, I don't know what's the best place to practice Mr. Negative. I don't think anyone has a better account than yours. There are many people with much better accounts, trust me. There are much better accounts than mine in game. If you see virtually everybody in TCN and NY have well better accounts. Constant orange fireworks, really? Yeah, I know that, but still. The problem, here's the thing. Lots of champions work on power shield. In fact, most champions can function decently on power shield. You know? And ultimately, it's kind of like you're gonna have to make a choice, right? Because you're gonna need attackers, and you're gonna need defenders, and you're gonna need dual purpose champions and stuff like that. And let's say Jubilee is quite solid. I can tell you that, you know, champions like Ghost and Tigress are going to be 1000% better. And there are only that many offensive champions that you can and want to put in your deck in any given meta. Because you need to put in plenty of defenders, plenty of, you know, staples for specific problems, stuff like that. So it's extremely doubtful that Jubilee will work that great to make it in the deck. You know what I mean? It's kind of like the same thing, for instance, Hitmonkey is very good in most metas. And in most metas, I still don't include him in my deck. Because I run very limited amount of offensive exclusive champions. You know what I mean? And then if I need to choose who to cut, I'd much rather run Archangel, I'd much rather run Human Torch, stuff like that. Because I don't run many champions that are, you know, borderline useless on defense. And that, by that reason alone, you know, it's extremely unlikely that, you know, even in the last meta where she might be doing better than she normally is, she would be doing well enough. Thekiryu, and he always gets kills in battlegrounds and people ban him. Yeah, and here's the thing, Sean. Does he get, like, what level of battlegrounds are we talking about? Is it Celestial 5 level or something like that? Because, as I said before, many things that work in lower levels in battlegrounds don't in higher levels of battlegrounds. And you know, that will always be like that. I do think that, you know, Icarus can be a problem in specific metas, even at higher levels, but I don't think he's like the biggest problem. And I do think that you know, mid to lower tiers of battlegrounds, he can, you know, get kills and stuff like that. At the same time, if I put Wiccan in my deck and I went up against a BV or Fintech, they would nuke that shit down in half a minute. And that would be the end of the story there. Because, you know, these things do not always necessarily translate. Like in the higher tiers of battlegrounds, it's more often about stalling the opponent, you know, making their fight last longer, than, you know, actually, you know, getting kills and stuff like that. That's why Sasquatch and Rintra and Nick Fury are still so good. Because, you know, everybody who fights them at Celestial 5 can kill those champions without a doubt, especially with decent counter. But that can be said about every champion. Therefore, the champions that are the tankiest and typically take the longest to take down is how you win a high-tier Battlegrounds match. It's not that, you know, your opponent is going to always get caught completely with their pawns down and, you know, Sasquatch is going to get a kill. It's the fact that even if opponent gets a decently good counter to Sasquatch, they're likely going to take, you know, 60, 70, 80, 90 seconds. And your job is to get your fight down in 30, 40, 50 seconds. So, with Icarus, like, you know, yeah, I'm sure he works on some people. But, I don't think he would be particularly helpful to me. Karnak is solid. Karnak's quite solid for BGs and just in general. Especially if you run Liquid Courage Double Edge. Oh yeah, Ghost is going to be crazy good in week 3 and 4. Yes, 1000%. So will be Tiger. Galen needs dupe only for defense? No, not only for defense. Galen needs dupe to be able to quickly nuke down like Penny Parkers and some other matches. Similarly, if you match KT. Panchai, maybe. Yes. What's wrong with Juggy though? Do you have any idea what changes of Hulk in upcoming days? No, we do not have any details. And Bioscom is releasing a deal where they will add 50%. Yeah, so I have heard. So I have heard. KD got Mephisto at 6200. C160 just didn't fill. Right rank for Mephisto and coming soon. My Mephisto is actually only Sig 120 or Sig 140 at the moment. I probably should sig him up a bit too. Happy I got my Jugs dupe today? I bet. I would be happy too. Jugs is so goddamn good. He's one of my favorite champions in the game at the moment, period. Like, yeah. Out of all the champions in game, I think Jugs is at the moment my favorite one. We got Weekend in basics exactly. Is he worth rank 3? I do think you want to get him awakened. I think Weekend is rank 3 worthy, but I do think you want him awakened. The new jugs need to be awakened. Not for damage. Awakened ability gives him nullify. So it's good to have. Like, I'd much rather have him awakened than not, you know what I mean? But I do think he's, let's say, rank 3 worthy unawakened. He will still be able to do a ton of fights extremely well. Just, you're not gonna have the nullification ability. Do you recommend 3 out of 3 party all the time, or is 1 out of 3 enough for BGs? In majority of the cases, I end up running 2 out of 3. It's because how the points work out. I mean, 3 out of 3 is better. With 1 out of 3, you know, there is noticeably higher damage that you're taking, especially if you're going up against like Dr. Doom or something else with increased attack. At the same time, most of the time I end up ranking 2 out of 3 parry, 3 out of 3 stupefy, 5 out of 5 limber, 1 out of 3 in dex, and 5 out of 5 MD. Because that is the minimal amount of points that you need to commit to your proficiencies in order to be able to max out MD. So in most cases I end up going with 2 out of 3. 3 out of 3 is better, no questions asked. But yeah. Quicksilver worth rank 3 and duped. Again, my main focus in BGs. At the moment, if you are not going to be using Quicksilver for his prestige and awakening, stuff like that, I wouldn't rush to rank 3 Quicksilver. Because I do think his defensive value potentially will decrease quite drastically extremely soon. And that's like one of those things with, you know, it's just the relatively new champion syndrome. Until people learn how to fight that champion on defense, any new champion that has some defensive potential is automatically, you know, 3 times harder within first half a year of being released. Until they become popular as defenders, until people learn how to fight against them. It's like, you know, Iron Man Infinity War, for instance. You know, he's not that bad now, is he? You know, most people who are somewhat experienced in the game don't really mind him for the most part. But when he came out, he was absolute nightmare. But okay, that's like a defensive powerhouse champion, right? But we have had a ton of champions that initially enjoy a lot of kills, and then people get used to them, right? And the problem when people get used to them is if they can be countered with relatively large amount of champions, then they're not really a problem anymore. And if they are squishy, they're not really a problem anymore. It's kind of like Wiccan. If opponent doesn't know how to fight Wiccan, they're gonna get fudged. Or the new Mystic Spidey. If opponent doesn't know how to fight Mystic Spidey, they're gonna get fudged. As soon as people are gonna learn exactly what to do, how to dex that level 1 properly and or level 2 potentially, you know, you're never gonna want to put him on defense again. And the proof here is, let's say, Hitmonkey. Initially when Hitmonkey came out, he was considered to be somewhat scary defender because, you know, oh, you knock him down, then he starts evading, and then he shrugs crap off, and, you know, things are happening and everything's bad. Now you see Hitmonkey on defense, you're like, easy, and that's gonna be a job for 15 seconds because he has barely any health, you know, because he's squishy. So that's you know what will eventually happen to Quicksilver. So at the moment I wouldn't rush to rank 3 Quicksilver unduped specifically for defense. Also, Sid Supreme, okay, I'll check out a message from you to make sure that I do see it right now, Mr. Sid Supreme. I actually can't see you there. I copy paste. Okay, there is space. Windows and code. Okay. Okay, I will definitely check that out. There we go. I see your message. You sent it me yesterday, and that is a good thing that you dropped me because I had actually missed it, but yeah, thanks. you. Thank you very much, and I have replied to it. There you go. Thank you. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Thank you very much. And we can get back to stuff. As a new champion, who do you choose between Wiccan and Doom? Doom is better champion. Okay. Emma Frost debuted for the first time. Yeah, like Emma Frost was like very rough initially, and then people got used to her, and you know, now she's not that tough. She can be annoying in some of the metas, but you know, not that bad. You didn't care about stun duration? Parry 1 point or 3 points does not affect the stun duration. It affects the damage mitigation. But stun duration is exactly the same. I have made a video of a difference in between 1 point in parry, 2 points in parry, and 3 points in parry. Got Nimrod and Valkyrie today. Nice. Congratulations, man. Big Sentinel. Shadow Raid. Hey, what's up, LC? What's up, all the Shadow Raiders? And use about Mega Sentinel bug fix. There are no, as far as I know. My Quicksilver rank 4 and 200 only because I enjoy his playstyle. Fair enough. He does have a playstyle that requires you to get used to it. Welcome, Lord Shadow. Hope you're well. Hope you're enjoying life. Now which champion will be removed from your deck? I have never at any given point had a deck with 30 rank 4s. I always... Just because a champion's rank 4 doesn't mean that you immediately have to put it in your deck or it's the best thing to do. But if I do have to hypothetically give you an answer, it's 1000% Thor Ragnarok. Yes, thank you. Once in party only increase stun duration if you gain perfect block chance. Yes, that's correct. So thank you and hope you're doing well. Oh, thank you very much, Lord Shadow. So Quicksilver specifically. That's fine. That's fine. Gonna head out. Peace. Alright, see you later, man. Do you have Mr. Negative Guide? I don't have a great Mr. Negative Guide. Munash does, though. If you type in Mr. Negative Munash, he has about a 6-minute guide that works very well in Mr. Negative. If anybody can drop a link to that one, that'd be great. And yeah, he's very, very good and much more dedicated to Mr. Negative than I am. So I do find it kind of appropriate that you check that one out. No one's got Gladiator Circuit rewards yet. Yes, I did get them. And if I missed anybody's message, then please do drop a new one. What's up, Caveman, by the way? Welcome. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Merry Christmas. Well, Merry Christmas to you guys. There you go, Mr. Negative Guide. Hope you enjoy it. You did get solo rank rewards. Well, nice. I did too. Aha. Oh, come on, really? He didn't... What? No. It's not just you. There are quite a few people who don't have them yet. Look at that regen, you little... What rank 3 you still keep in your BG's deck? It depends on the meta. I don't think there is a single rank 3 that I automatically put in every single meta. But you know, I often use rank 3 Tigra or rank 3 Ghost, Sasquatch, Man-Thing, Hyperion in some of the metas. Sometimes I use, you know, Chavez, for instance. There's tons of champions that I take in or out. I have like a lot of rank 3s for a reason. I ranked up many of them specifically for different Battlegrounds metas. Like Crit Me With Your Best Shot. I used Captain Britain, Mr. Sinister. You know, it depends on meta, because for every meta I do some specialized, or for most of the metas I do some specialized rank ups. Yeah? So like even right now, I will still end up taking out some champions. Even if they don't end up in my deck for long, I always want to test out how well they work. So for the upcoming metas, I can promise you I will likely end up ranking up Symbiote Supreme at some point. I will rank up Red Goblin because he's Power Burn immune. Could be interesting, could be worthless. I'll probably end up ranking Civil Warrior for the upcoming metas. Could be interesting, could be worthless. I'll probably end up ranking Calobsidian because he does have, you know, armor breaks on his heavy. Quite juicy damage, so I do think he could potentially work quite well. So I will want to test out a Calobsidian. Why not, in a sense, you know? So I kind of, at this point, end up ranking some random champions just to test them out in Valiant. Because rank 3 or rank 4, it doesn't really matter that much. What's the best way to put it? If you put a rank 3 Sasquatch on defense and opponent doesn't have a decent counter, they're fucked anyways, they're not gonna kill him. So what's more important? More important is to have, you know, that champion. Whether he's rank 2 or 3 or 4. You know what I mean? Allah benakti. See you tomorrow, Hitch. Which town were you from, by the way, Hitch, in Latvia? I completely forgot. But yeah, Anyways. You can, you know, again, the fact that, like, I make it a point not to put champions in my deck just because they are rank 4. You know, I don't think I have ever had more than... Even at the end of the season, I had like 28 or 29 rank 4s. I think I put in most 24 at the same time in a deck. And there are always champions that I just feel like are not working that great. For instance, Kitty Pryde, you know. We had the rich get richer meta. I think Kitty Pryde was quite shit for that meta. I, at the very least, didn't feel very great using her for. And I was feeling significantly less worried about her, you know, countering my Mephistos and stuff like that. So I wasn't running her, even though I do have a rank for Kitty Pryde. You know, if I feel Mr. Negative doesn't work in a specific meta, I'm not running Mr. Negative. So on and so forth. Yeah, there is a virtually negligible difference unless you are amping up a significant... well, each point adds a slightly increased duration based on perfect block chance. However, I don't typically run perfect block mastery in my mastery setup. And if a champion does not have perfect block chance in their base kit, it means that there's no duration AFO. So in most cases, let's say for me personally, or for any mastery setup that does not have maxed out perfect block mastery, it doesn't affect the duration, because most champions come with 0 chance of a perfect block. And I don't run it in most cases. I have abandoned perfect block for greater vitality in most cases. Unless I'm running Liquid Courage Double Edge, I'm always running at least 6 points in greater vitality. Sometimes 9. You check line, my name is Demon S. I'm struggling with signing up for champions. I'm doing. Demon. Can't see a message from you though. EGOS is Demon. Maybe I mistyped. Is it Demon or Demon? I'm sorry, stream is probably not the best time to try and go through your potential rank up options. That's slightly not here because, okay, I answered that one. Purgatory, you know, Purgatory is one of those champions that looks cool AF, but it's just not great. Out of the Shadows, thank you, Black Panther, appreciate that. When does the holiday spending event start? Yeah, I think it's gonna be this Friday most likely, when they add in those extra stuff. Anyway, see you later, Zero. Generic one. I would give that generic to Nick, probably. Infurious. Come on, top of the list. Peachy was an go and
It's all bullshit.
Hey, does the live stream exhaust you? It depends on the stream. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. You know, if I do have to answer a ton of questions and the chat is super active, it can get to you, yeah. Obviously, because, you know, we're all human. And, you know, that's one of the things that I always kind of want to make perfectly clear. Like, I'm not ashamed of my blunders when I play. You know, I don't want to pretend that I do everything perfect, because I don't. And therefore, I'm not particularly interested in, you know, trying a single fight 80 times and upload one perfect attempt or something like that. Which I think is a great thing that we have battlegrounds in the game, you know, because it kind of shows the consistency of your play and mistakes and stuff like that. And also with questions on stream and stuff like that, there are some things that, you know, I overreact to. There are some things that I get wrong. Sometimes I can fully admit I'm too brash or harsh, or there are times when I'm just, you know, flat out unpleasant or rude because I'm in a bad mood because of something that happened in the stream or something that happened elsewhere. And, you know, I have come to accept it as part of me, especially because I absolutely refuse to put on a fake smile or fake personality. I refuse to, you know, pretend that I enjoy somebody's company when I don't. You know, I'm not the type of guy that will smile to your face and talk shit behind your back. I will easily tell you what I think, you know, openly out loud. Even if, you know, you might find it unpleasant or rude, it's still something that... And I do not necessarily do it to protect or harm somebody's feelings. I do it because that's what I believe people should be doing, you know. I like to think I have fairly decent moral compass, but, you know, again, we're all human. We all have bad judgment calls. We all have personalities. We all snap at times a bit. And I much rather be that than something fake, something that I'm not. And I do the same thing with my videos. You know, if I think a champ is going to be good, I'm going to say that. If I think a champ is going to be bad, I'm going to say that. I will absolutely not tell you that, you know, I'm not going to try, you know, to pretend that every single thing Kabam does is awesome and ignore the bad things and tell that every new champion is going to be great. Secret Fund still secret? Yeah, Secret Fund is still secret. Hey, what's up, James? Nice to watch your stream. Have a fun, nice day. Go and sleep. Bye. See you next time. I mean, like, obviously, when you are on YouTube, you do have to censor yourself to a degree. There are, you know, topics that you're not necessarily allowed to speak about, or we are all you know, ultimately different based on what people we interact with and stuff like that. But at the same time, I do try to keep it all as genuine as possible. How you can sell your MCOC account? Well, I'm going to tell you how you can't sell your MCOC account. You can't do it on this channel or discuss it on this channel. So that's a quick and easy ban. That's a quick and easy ban, and I see JJ did it before me. So, not the place, not the time. Gave him a chance and he forgot it. He's lucky that I didn't notice, because I would have won that immediately. Or at the very least timed out and told him all. Well, yeah, there you go. Who needs generic awakening gym more, Scorpion or Rintra? I would argue Scorpion, probably. Rank 4, Gallon dupe or Warlock and dupe. I'd go with Gallon. I'd do Gallon there. I mean, both ideally with Gallon. I deleted and message after the first. Fair enough. But yeah, no. Come on, really? Like, stupid connection. Stupid games, stupid connections, everything's stupid. Ah, and something cracked in my neck. That was quite unpleasant. Either way, I think we're just about done with the stream anyways, so I'm gonna let this be a finish here. Just lost 50% health. Yeah, I did that on day 1 or day 2 of AQ. I lost 50% of my champion's health and my pre-fight. Anyways, yeah, we can go and raid max. Drop that link. We're gonna be finishing up the stream, and I'll see you guys later. So drop that link, and we're gonna go in with the hashtag KT raid. Yeah, so hashtag KT raid. Here's a link, and thank you very much. Hit that like button on your way out, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow. See ya. Hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. So we have all the information about the next